Guess who's back on Twitter? So, hello and welcome, I'm Zombie Kitty, and this might be a really short video. I have my phone on the table down there because a couple of days ago the Iris Twitter account started posting again. They haven't done so since, I think, last year. I think it's been nearly a year since they last posted. Again, if you need a reminder of what Iris is, it's to do with Jacksepticeye'S ego universe. So the last video appearance we had from the egos was from Chase and Auntie with Anomaly Found. And that was set in the Iris facility. It's like a big SCP facility organisation. So they have a Twitter account, and for a while they were posting regularly, and then they stopped. They've started up again. At the time of recording, it's been, I think, about 5 days ago. I have a feeling I know what this is leading up to, but we're going to look through the posts and I'm going to give my theories on what I think they're talking about. So, the first post we got is, it's from the 13th of September this year, and it's a poster. I'll obviously put it up here. It's a poster that says, "We need all eyes from you. Join the overnight watch soon." So this is referring to an event that happened in 2017. Yeah, we're going way back. And it was during one of Jack's Thankmas charity events. Basically, that particular event ran over 2 or 3 days, but during the first night, it went on to an interesting sort of live stream where it was essentially you were looking at security cameras to look for anything weird or any anomalies, essentially. And it went through, I think from what I remember, it went through the whole night, but occasionally random clips of Jacksepticeye and like JJ and stuff would show up. But it was mostly Anti. Like he was like invading the cameras and hacking into them. So that was what was going on, but that's what this is referring to, which I'm so happy about. I'm so glad that that hasn't been forgotten about and that's being referred to again. And what they mean by that, by join the overnight watch soon, is that Jack's talked about this before, but the whole ego universe is not just going to be videos now. Obviously, I've been doing videos on the comics. The recent issues for me have not shipped yet, but we'll definitely be doing a video on that once they get to me. But there's been comics. There's going to be, I think he talked about wanting to do a podcast as well. There's going to be a couple of other videos. But there's also going to be a game. So the overnight watch is that game. So I think Iris have started to post a bit more in the lead up to this. So the next post we got was from, at the time that this is uploaded, 5 days ago, but for me filming it was 4 days ago. So it's a confidential letter from the looks of things from Iris that says, "Inspiring research of impossible science. Dear Human Resources, I am lodging a formal complaint against my cubicle mate, blah blah. This is the 4th time this week that he has brought such and such to work. The smell is awful and I'm pretty sure that it could be classified as assault at this point. Please have someone from the such and such department come clean up this mess. I'm formally asking for you to fire Mr. Daly if he persists. If not, then I will have to take matters into my own hands. This is the last time I will ask." So this one's interesting. I am still looking at it. Hang on, I'll lift my phone up. This one's interesting because I don't understand why at the end of the letter a name is mentioned, which is Mr. Daly, but at the top of the letter it seems to be covered up. So this could just be a typical thing of referring to, okay, well, my co-worker's just bringing in his smelly food every day and it's getting annoying. But then at the end he says, "Please have someone come clean up the mess." So this could either mean that the co-worker is sneaking someone in or something in and he's getting fed up with it, or it could just be, I don't know, he's clumsy or something, or a messy eater and just bringing his food in. But it could be either one. The fact that, again, we've got the black lines crossing over certain information is always interesting. I have in the past tried to like brighten the image to see if I can see past the blackened things. Annoyingly, my computer, the brightness doesn't go up high enough. The brightness effects do not go up high enough. So I can't, unfortunately. I can only theorise. So we'll leave all of that kind of stuff to other people who can do it, essentially. But unfortunately, I can't. The brightness doesn't go up high enough for me to be able to see if there's anything there. And sometimes there just isn't. It is just the black box. So it could either be someone sneaking something in, or it could just be basic food complaint, someone's bringing in the smelly dinner or whatever, and that's it. So the next one was literally the next day. So this one doesn't look like it's a letter, it just looks like it's like maybe a message or an email to other people. So it says, has anyone noticed the electrical dead zone between the blah, bathroom and cafeteria? The last few times I've walked past it during my break, I noticed my phone suddenly power off and even my watch stopped too. Strangely, the lights and ventilation in the area were unaffected, so maybe it's just battery-powered devices. Probably just the blah department up to no good as usual. Maybe use the bathroom on the east side of the floor until it's sorted. So I'm going to come back to this one, because there was one that came out yesterday that might be connected to this, so I'm not going to talk about this one just yet. So again, immediately afterwards, the next day, again, this looks like a letter, and at the bottom it does say confidential, so clearly this is something that we are not supposed to be seeing. What happened today in the sound vacuum is regrettable. None of us could have known that blah would do that to a person, but we all knew blah was dangerous. That's why we have designations in place to begin with. Please update blah to blah status. Need I remind you why we do these experiments? We're on the bleeding edge of scientific discovery and preservation. We do what we do so this doesn't happen to anyone else. Think of all the good that will come from this. You're all going to be rewarded greatly, but if you need to see someone, then please head to the therapy wing for some recalibration. I think this is to do with Auntie, because I'm still on the theory that Auntie is the one, like he was created by Iris and then escaped, and they want to get him back for his power, for his antimatter generator. And again, with the comics, I think the experiment in the comics is Auntie. I think it's all connected. So I think this is what they're talking about. And again, these are just my theories. These aren't straight up facts. This is just, here's what I think is going on. But yeah, I think they're talking about Auntie here. They did an experiment on him. They got too close, or they were arrogant enough to think they could handle this kind of thing. They couldn't, and he killed someone. Interesting that it's in the sound vacuum though. That is interesting. I can't think what that would mean. Maybe something to do with like frequencies, or maybe they're seeing how he reacts to different sound frequencies and stuff. He got too powerful. I don't know, maybe someone's head exploded or something. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And the fact that they say that, you know, we knew that such and such was dangerous. Like, they're aware of this thing being dangerous already. And yet they're still tempting fate, as it were. They're still taking risks. This is very Portal-like, actually. This feels very Aperture Science, especially with the end where it says, need I remind you why we do these experiments? We're on the edge of scientific discovery. This is a very Cave Johnson thing to say. But yeah, I think they're talking about Auntie here. So at the time of recording, this was released 3 hours ago. But by the time this video goes up, this was yesterday. So this is a really interesting one. So the title is Observing Alter 5914's Time-Altering Capabilities. Not much is currently known about Alter 5914 or where it originally came from. The old records of how it arrived at Iris were lost in the fire of 36. What is known is that time moves slower around this object, and that dilation increases the closer you get to it. Contact with the item has proven impossible, even on an atomic scale. Scientists who have interacted with it have noted that any part of them to enter the sphere of influence around it becomes blah and blah blah. Therefore, mechanical interaction only is advised to avoid bodily harm. So far, the altar has not proven malicious. It's under keen observation in the containment centre and will remain there under further study until more information can be ascertained about it. Refer to video recording of experiment for more information. Okay, so I think this particular note and the other one that I wasn't going to talk about yet, I think those are both connected. So the other one that I was talking about was the electrical dead zone between one of the bathrooms and the cafeteria. I think this item is causing that electrical dead zone. I think that's what's going on. So originally I thought that Alter was JJ. I originally thought it was Jameson Jackson until they mentioned item. So I'm still on the theory that it's JJ. I think the item is its pocket watch, because he does canonically have a pocket watch, and a lot of people theorise that, oh, maybe JJ is the time traveller. We do know before what was the altar number? So 5914 is the altar number, and that has been shown before. Same with the fire in the 30s, that has been mentioned before. And it was shown in the trailer for Anomaly Found, where the poster was accusing that altar of being a time thief. I am still so convinced it's JJ. I can't think of anyone else. I was going to say Auntie, but we already know that Auntie's altar number is different. So I think it could be JJ. The only thing that makes people a bit confused of why it might not be is because 5914, if you put it into a letter to number chart, it doesn't come out as his name at all. I think it comes out as Ian or Ian, E-I-N, something like that. So it doesn't come out to it at all. So that's the only reason why people were thinking maybe it's not him, maybe it's something else. We still, if you remember from Anomaly Found, we still don't know who Echo is that Chase interacted with. So it could be them. So it could be a completely new character that we don't know about. But for the time being, I am convinced that this is JJ. I'm convinced that the item they're talking about in the containment section is the pocket watch. And this is all leading up somehow to either the release of the Overnight Watch game or the trailer. I know that the Overnight Watch game trailer was shown at New York Comic Con last weekend. Not the weekend just gone, but the one before that was shown then. And that is very much in line with what Overnight Watch was. You're watching all these cameras and it's very much like observation duty and stuff like that. So I think the game is going to focus on that containment unit. You are going to be making sure that nothing is taken from it, and maybe someone comes in to try and take it, and you've got to make sure that doesn't happen. I think that's where it's going. I think that's what's going to happen, and I think that's what the game is going to be to do with. But we'll have to see. But yeah, it's very interesting that they suddenly reappeared, but I think it is in the lead up to either the trailer of the game or the actual release of the game. I think it might be the trailer, to be honest, because the trailer was shown, like I said, at Comic Con. So it might be the trailer. This is going to be a really short video. There is going to be a video up on Halloween. I don't know what time it's going to be up on Halloween. I might do it a bit later than what I usually do, just to have it as a bit more of a nighttime video. But this was a very unexpected thing to happen. I'm sure there's going to be another Iris Twitter post tomorrow, to be honest. If there is, while I'm editing this video, I will quickly include it just to be like, look, here it is. But obviously I won't be commenting on it, so yeah, if there is one, then it will just be here. Otherwise, yeah, this was my short video of me rambling once again about Iris, about the Jacksepticeye'S, where I think everything is going to go. I can't wait for the game. I'm so excited. And I'm so happy that other parts of this universe is starting to come together now as well. It's really, really exciting. And yeah, I've said it before with like Ruin and Security Breach, like I like when things go multimedia wise, and this is no exception. I can't wait for it, the game. I want to get my comics. I want to read the comics. But I will put the link to Iris's Twitter account in the description below. Another thing I'll do, just on a very different note, I will be putting my sister's Just Giving page in the description below as well. Completely different and unrelated, I know, but I have also put a community post up about this. My sister desperately needs her emotional support cats back home. So any donation would be helpful and appreciated a lot. Otherwise, please share the link round. We desperately need them home. So yeah, please share it around. I will be putting the Just Giving link in the description below as well. Yeah, please donate if you can. Otherwise, please share it around. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon.